Hello everyone and welcome back to some more Samurai Warriors 4 Empires. So in the last few episodes that I have had like a sort of audio problem. I don't get why, because all of my devices are connected. They're all connected right. I've tested it every single time that I've started it and it hasn't worked. So you may see in the the last episode, that basically I was talking about a few warriors and things like that. So we'll be going back over them today, and just basically going through them, the warriors that we missed due to the audio problem. And we also in the last video we basically took down the Ishida clan. We've done some defending as well, and we also started lowering the defense and forces of Choshikabe, of the rival area, which you see is getting invaded. So basically we are then going to be continuing, because I've done some things off screen where I still lowered their forces. So I think this is why they're attacking, because they're so low at this moment in time. So it's like the perfect chance to wipe them out. So it's always good to try and take advantage of the rival of the neighboring. It's always good to take advantage of the strategies, because then you can get these forces. So yeah. So we'll go over some of the warriors that we were talking about. So one of them was let's see if I can go over them. Find information. Territories. There we go. Right, so we'll go over one of them here. So this is Kakakatsu Usugi. So basically this is the nephew of Kenshin Usugi, and also the original son, of Aya. Yeah, and he was basically the heir of the Usugi clan, where he then had to fight a civil war in the Usugi ranks, where Kenshin adopted someone from the Hojo, and basically he was meant to be the next heir, but then there was contested between them both. In history, Aya stayed out of it, but in the game, Aya joined the rival side, so betrayed her son, basically. But but basically in history, Aya didn't take a side, and basically it was settled that Kakakatsu Usugi took control of the clan, and his rival in the game in Samurai Warriors 4 2 was killed in battle, but he was actually he was killed in battle, but in actual fact he committed the seppuku. He actually committed suicide. But he basically led the Uesugi into the Tokugawa shogunate, and then they lived past the Edo period as well. So that's one. Aya is basically the brother of Kenshin Usugi. And there's not really that much thing about her. Basically, there was that civil war. She didn't take a side, and then after everything after everything was finalized and stuff, that Kakakatsu Usugi would take charge. She basically left and became a nun, but lived to the late ages of about 77, 78, which was, I've looked in some of the people's ages, and that was quite rare for them to live that long. So that's her. We recruited someone, and it was this guy, Mitsunari Ishida. So he loved Hideyoshi Toyotomi, and he basically wanted the Toyotomi clan to regain their statesmanship. So basically that's why he contested against Ieyasu, because Ieyasu wanted to take complete control of Japan under the Tokugawa. And basically Mitsunari Ishida opposed it and knew this, and wanted to basically have a united front under the Toyotomi. So basically that's what he tried to do. But yeah, so it was all going well. He had Takaka Bayakawa, he had Yoshihagi Otoni, he had Sakon, he had the Shimazu, he had the Sanadar in there, he had the Sanadar defending from other areas, so it was all going well. He was actually winning the Battle of Sekigahara until the betrayal of Takaka Bayakawa, who basically betrayed him and then killed Yoshisatsu Otoni. And then Sakon was then shot with a stray arrow, another one of his main strategists. So basically, that was the crumble of the Sekigahara. Even though the Sanada done well to defend Ueda Castle, it was all sort of too late. And basically, he then left, and then he was retreating. He was ambushed by some raiders, and he was beheaded. And that's how he actually died. So, yeah, there we go. Little fact for you there. We was talking about Kumbai and basically how I like the appearance of him here, where it says in history that he had a figure, he had a personality and the face of like a demon, and in this it shows it because he is just scary looking in this, and that's what I really like. I think that really shows who he was as a person, and I liked him. Who else did we go over? Oh yeah, I forgot we recruited him. Let's take a Raidojo. He's great, he is. Like him. Kakakatsu Sakai. We recruited as well. Anyway. So I was just saying basically in the last episode that I like the appearance and the way that she's portrayed in this video, but I like the history factor of Samurai Warriors 5, where it showed that basically she was sent to the Oda to kill Nobunaga Oda because he was rising supreme, and yeah, it was not looking good for the Satio clan, and yeah, that's where she's originally from. She's the daughter of Dusion Satio, and it showed that in the Samurai Warriors 5. But me personally, I like the history side of No, but I don't like the actual personality side and stuff of No in the last one, because she's a heartless, fearless woman, and in the Samurai Warriors 5, they sort of took that away from her, made it a little bit more like she had to serve her lord after she tried to kill him and things like that. Where actually she didn't really like being under the surface of him. There we go. Anybody else that we recruited that we've seen or that we can go over? Montenori Mori. Me personally, I like the Montenori Mori in Samurai Warriors 5 all better. Personally, I think he is a much better commander. I think he has a much better weapon. I think he has a much better personality and the look, and I think it's more historically accurate for what he's done in Samurai Warriors 5 than what it was in here. It shows that he's a genius in this game, but it also shows, I just think that in Samurai Warriors 5 it shows him more of a genius and shows him more of a fearless and heartless commander, which is what he was. He done his strategies by completing and destroying the enemy army. Who else have we got? Koshu was basically the daughter, but not daughter. It's basically the wife of Mochichiki Chichaspe, and that's who we spoke about. We actually spoke about him. So basically, this guy, he took complete control of the Chuba region, which is this region down here, and only did it in a short space of time. So he done really well. And basically, he took control, done really, really well, everything like that. And then basically, we've seen him. It was Hidetaki. That's gonna really bug me. It was Hidetaki. I definitely know that. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was Matsuyuki Guto that we see there. He basically came in with a force of 110,000 and basically invaded the force of him on the Choba region of 40,000. And yeah, that basically, there was no chance they were winning. But he didn't want to surrender his army and his forces. So basically, he went and defended, tried to, but he was eventually destroyed, which is actually quite sad, to be fair. But he was able to keep his land. But then afterwards, his son took over, and the lands were taken away from him. He then joined the Battle of Osaka Castle, and he was eventually killed, and the Chishapa clan was actually destroyed after that. Then we also spoke about this guy who was classed as the greatest warrior in no, as stated by Ieyasu Tokugawa, the greatest warrior the land has ever seen. Basically, due to his courage, his determination, his sheer will to not give up, and he basically launched night raids and stuff in the Osaka campaign, and basically Hideyori Toyotomi, not Hideyoshi, Hideyori Toyotomi was actually killed, and yeah, he then went out to do one final push, and he was also killed in that attack. But he is classed as the greatest warrior in Japan. So yeah, he's immense. He is. And then we have Masuyuki Sanadar. If any of you have played the Spirit of the Sanadar, or if you haven't played the Spirit of the Sanadar, then I would recommend it, because basically you start off as Masuyuki Sanadar, who I think, because he was added the Spirit of the Sanadar and he was around at the time, he should have been included in Samurai Warriors 5, but I'm not getting into that. Not doing this. But anyway, Masuyuki Sanadar is the father of Nobuyuki Sanadar and Yukimura Sanadar. This is the father, and he is basically, he served under Shingen. He served under the Takeda, and he got loads of merits for basically under the Takeda. Eventually, the Takeda actually gifted him the Ueda Castle that he so famously defended when the Tokugawa, when Hidetada Tokugawa, Ieyasu's son, tried to get to battle Sekigahara. Him and Yukimura fought them off, and it just showed. And he was a genius. It's basically the be-all and end-all of it. He was a genius. Anybody else I recruited that we can go over? No. That's it. Because we spoke about everybody else. And then when we get to certain officers, we will go over them as well. And we also spoke about Okoni. Okoni eventually set up a dance school, which I can't remember off the top of my head. Also set up a dance school. But basically, she, in history, she was just a dancer. And basically, she recruited people from lower incomes and stuff and recruited them to her dance troupe. And she went around the country dancing and stuff and then actually opened a school of dancing as well. So she was famous for that. But in this game, she basically gets from the rich to give to the poor. And she's supported by Gomen Ishikawa. I don't know if they know this in history that they were together, but I'm not 100% sure. History doesn't state that they were, but it seems a bit odd that they would add them to characters who are so different together. It just seems a bit crazy. But that's who she is. We also spoke about there was one more officer, if I can find her. I won't be able to find her now, will I? There she is. Right. Kai. So again, not much is said about her in history. Basically, she was a beautiful woman in history. She was stated as being a beautiful woman, but would ride head first into battle and not have any fear about anything that she would do. But that is all that's really said. And that she was also known as the Bear. She was also a bit for basically being full of courage and being fearless. And she was also, I thought she was the son of the Yuji Hojo, but she wasn't. She was the daughter of Yuji Mateo or something like that. But I'm not historically accurate on that, so I do apologize. But that's what I can remember off the top of my head. But but she was known for being a very brave and strong warrior. Right, anyway, now that we've done that, should we do something? Should we try and invade? Here we go. Let's try and invade. So I will be. Who should I be this battle? Do you know what? I'm gonna be Kenshin Usugi. And then we're gonna have Mitsuhide. We're gonna have Ando. We're gonna have Satio. We're gonna have Sakon. We're gonna have Kushu. Then we're going to have Nene. And Montenori Mori? Yeah, we're going to have him. And then we're going to have these two come in as reinforcements. Actually, no, we're going to have Yokitata Sanada as reinforcements. Alright. let's get into this. Just see what happens. Let's go, guys. So, like I said, I have been doing some things off screen. Just basically trying to lower the enemy forces. Yeah, and just trying to get yeah, basically just trying to lower the enemy forces. Oh, hearts and mind. Basically trying to lower the enemy forces, so then when they do attack, we'll be ready for them. And he has used the forces with the highest thing. Ah, formation worked. I haven't actually shown the oh my god. Words and those feet through your sword. Oh yeah, because they're related, and then they're attacking each other now. It's sort of a bit awkward. I disgrace the house of the Usugi. Ha. Petty mortal. Well, that was cool. I never actually think that things like that actually happened. Why is it taking so long to take this base? There we go. Geez, that took ages to take that base. I didn't think I was going to take it. Do you know what? I brought a horse. I brought 2 horses, and I haven't actually added it. Yeah! We're defeating them. We're doing well. If yes, there's such a desire, then so be it. Basically, we need to take this out. I want that base. It's taken us so long to actually take down the bases. Maybe the defenses were they've added a formation. Ah, let's wait till we get 180. I've come to assist you. They're gonna retreat. They're gonna get killed. Oh my days! Look at all of the enemy going there. Kosho, you go over there. I've got to take these down. Right. So we're going to do arrow volley. You're going to try and bring glory to the Usugi name. There we go. Kenshin, the god of war. The reincarnation of Bishamonten. There we go. So basically we're on the neutral, so they're winning. Will! Not over yet. Sort of is though. I'm going in for the final time. Unfortunately, I just don't know how to quit. Neither do I. Alright. You go over there. Cool. Right, everyone else is now attacking. Cool. Kenshi's been with me from the start, so I'm glad I was him. It makes me laugh though, the Cheshire army have tried to take me down so many times. I think I've done the best thing coming over here. Personally, because I took down all of them soldiers. Ha! Ha! Oh, he's come to join us himself. So this guy again also thought me more as a threat. Nice. So they took down the chain of bases, and we took down that base. Here we go. Go down here. Ow! I must clear my name. I want Kakakatsu Usugi. He's one of the ones I want. Oh, no horses. Okay, I got this. Haha, everyone's just been wasted. I've been captured! Yes! Let's see if we can recruit him. Are they employed a new formation? Yeah, they are. Go hard with the geese. They are trying hard to try and keep me away. So basically, I just thought I'd go over this as well. When you see me raising the defenses, the Kamashi, the comments and stuff as well, it basically is just a thing to upgrade my supplies and things like that. In case you were wondering, it basically that's what it does. It upgrades my supplies, upgrades my when I upgrade my strategy, it gives me more things to put tactics and things in as well. So yeah. So I'm not shouldn't be losing. So if we just restore. It is just this guy. It's just you. Where's he gone? There he is. That's a bit of a glitch in the Matrix. We have the protection of the heavens. Oh, brutal. Ah, we didn't get it. They didn't upgrade. They didn't level up. Next turn they should level up. If we fight them again. Oh, we got a nemesis in it's just copy. I'm here to deliver my compliments to you. The way you fought positively reinstated me in my soul. You're also a fine fighter. You're also a fine fighter. Look after yourself until our blades meet again. We probably won't be fighting each other again. Because we taken down there. Don't want him. Ah! I'll have beating. Have you? There we go. We'll take them. They're cool. They're good. Hey, recruit someone who's like... It might be a bit brutal, but... Yeah, the Toshika clan were getting invaded twice. So they didn't really have a chance. And he's been recruited over there. So now we have to deal with this. Now we have to deal with Lady Hakanawa's clan. Oh. They've got a strong clan as well. And they've gone straight in and put all of the forces defending here. Oh. I need to hold it. Oh, and Stonewall. We need Stonewall. Oh, it's upgraded. Nice. Katsuyori Takeda is now available. Love him. We'll have Aya. Because you can also do a Jumi aid. That's a great tactic. So so that one's lacking in officers. So come by. Come by. Todo. I must have someone else. I want the razor guy. I like him. I like the razor guy. Montenori Mori, you can come in. Mogomi. I can't really put them anywhere. Okay, can't really put them anywhere. Nobunaga is still the boy. Being the best strategist. It was not long before the Yagu clan was going to get destroyed. It was never going to be long. Ha! So as you can see there, defense of all my castles have been risen. So basically what that means is that, you know, when you see all of the shield soldiers, all of the spearmen and stuff that you see, and how the bases take quite a long time to deplete, that's basically what that is. Increase my rank. Suggestion box. Shang placed opinion box throughout the territory so that people could give their honest opinions on all matters. The people placed their ideas and suggestions within the box. However, the clan's retainers also took advantage of this opportunity. Unaware of this, Shang began reading through the submissions. People need a better grasp of history. It tells us where we are headed. I've included my own thoughts below. This is the voice of the people. We must do everything in our power to answer it. However, once in secret, Montenori Mori was truly shocked. Huh! So basically, I've got this poster, I've got this I can use, I've got them I can use, them I can use, them I can use, and these I can use. To attack. So, what's the enemy troop strength? 4,185. Oh my life. Oh, alright. I'm not being Kambai. Kambai is useless. I want to be Musashi. Oh look. And bring Shang. That'll work. And then he can get to know some of these guys. Kambai. I'm bringing Mitsuhide. Who else can we bring in? I want the Razor guy. Because I like to use some officers as well. Who aren't really that known, because I like to use them as well, just to make it look like that I'm not just using certain amount of officers for no reason. There we go. And then Shakon and Kyushu was actually being raised. They was actually doing quite well. Come on, I should have enough. And also, what's it? He's gonna betray in this battle anyway. So that's good. We have time +2. We're gonna have Stone Wall, and we're gonna have Ninja Raid. Yeah, seems good. Cool. So, they got Masuyuki Sanadar, as if they brought him into this. Nice. They are thinking of all options. Call me a traitor, but this is a value so knows no deception. So if we use Ninja Raid, then we can try and take down some bases early. Oh, my life. Don't give him the time. No one's a match for my sword play. True. Shang's doing well. Stonewall. There you go. The souls of my comrades are whispering to me. Nothing will start getting without attack. And just if you come into the battle, numbers have increased, but it will not affect. There we go, keep attacking. Oh my days! So, they brought in a couple of officers that I think I should really talk about. One of them being Yoshimoto Imigawa, 159% billion%. Yoshimoto Imigawa in the new Samurai Warriors 5 is 1 billion% better than that guy. And it also gives him that appearance of being that strong commander of that era, that great commander of that era, and also being fearless, everyone fearing him. And that's what he was. In this, he was basically a clown. And it really annoyed me. Because I researched him. I thought, oh, he's just going to be a wimp who didn't really take that much of the land. He was a strong commander. He was one of the best commanders. And it made him look like a clown. It really, really angered me. I don't know why, but it just really angered me. It really got to me. But anyway, Yoshihiro Shimazu. So, the next clan head of the Shimazu. So, Yoshihiro was considered one of the strongest in the land, and he basically was called the Devil, and he was a very, very strong commander, and he basically helped subdue the Kyushu region with the Shimazu clan, obviously. from the Tachibana, and they had a fierce rivalry, the Tachibana and the Shimazu, and they were always fighting against each other. But eventually, the Shimazu were the ones who took over the clan, who took over the Kyushu region, and the Shimazu, and Yoshihiro Shimazu was one of the main was one of the main people for this, and he always used to fight with basically as lower forces than everyone else. He used to like the gambit. He used to like the fear of battle, knowing that he could lose, and that was what he thrived on. That's what made him such a fantastic commander. Anyway, back to what I'm doing. We got our reinforcements. What information have they employed? Alright, we'll go for the wheel. Come at me. Take you down. And we've got Yoshihiro Shimazu come over to us, haven't we? Not over yet. It's time to rouse our fighting spirit. Took you down. Oh, it just really annoys me. They're doing well to just keep their Yoshimoto Imigawa defeated. Masuyuki Sanadar should well be... Sorry guys, I didn't talk for a bit there. Masuyuki Sanider should well be in charge of this battle. He's like the best commander that they got on this field. Our forces are doing well, to be fair. Mustn't get the bet. We must not let these young get the better of us. There we go. What plots is it? Oh, done time plus 2. Okay. Now we got like oodles amount of time. I feel like I should have waited to do Stonewall, but oh well. There is lots of space. How sad. It's not sad. Nayamasa, the Red Devil of the Tokugawa clan, who was also killed in the Battle of Sekigahara. Nayamasa. Don't get past it though. A fantastic commander. And the head of the Lee clan after Notori Lee died. Who's that down there? Oh, she's dying, so let her die. Ah! And now on the neutral formation. Everyone's been taken down. I don't think we recruited anyone. I don't think we captured anyone, but oh, we captured Kikikawa. Do you really think you can hurt me? Yeah, I can. Done. Yay! I knew they would have got upgraded to commander soon enough. What? Oh, go away then. He wants to join me. I'll take you. I'll take you. There you go. Yeah, go away then. I'll employ these guys. These guys wanted to join me. If you don't want to join me, fair enough. Whatever. So you will soon see that some of these warriors we will start to get rid of. Oh, what a bad time. The key to this as well is to just keep attacking them. Because all the time that you leave them to recover troop strength and stuff, they can recover troop strength and stuff, and yeah, and just keep and recover troop strength and everything like that, and it'll be harder to do anything, harder to attack. Ravakani, I like her. Akuni, whatever her name is. Oh, what? I'm taking some people from there as well. Oh my life, okay. I'll put you three together then. Sounds good to me. Now to unleash our wrath. We can already unleash our wrath. Okay. What's the enemy troop strength? Oh, 2,000. Okay, so they've got quite low troop strength. Okay, that's cool. You know what? We're going to be Musashi again. Yeah. But we're not going to have Shang this time. We are going to have... Actually, no. We're going to be Teki Kaboyakawa. We're going to have these guys. Then you... Nene... Takaya Razor, you, and Kenshin. Actually, so I'll send an elder. Then that raises it a bit. Yeah, that sounds good. Of Shang and Kenshin. There you go. See what I mean? If you just go in and attack straight away, then that doesn't give them no let up. Oh look, and we have Aravalli and Stone Wall. So who do they have against us in this battle? Yoshihiro, Mochichaka Chikusubi, just them two really, who are the main important ones. Officer placement, so I'm there, he's there, but I might send Montenori Mori here. Yeah, that sounds good. Why is she here? Go over there. I don't get why they would put these guys in defense of somewhere so near. Oh, I'm going to shoot him. Go over there. Haha. Oh, they've employed something. They've employed like Ninja Raider or something. Well, that's just silly. Why would you go there? Oh dear. What do you mean, oh dear? I can't. Oh, I'm doing it again. I keep pressing the wrong button. Nice. There, it was rifleman raid. I thought they'd done something to my bases. No, Mori, you go over here. Attacking goodbye cowards, attacking this guy. After this battle, though, I am going to leave myself a bit open, which I am a bit worried about. To be fair, but it'll be fine. Oh, okay, we took it. Nice. We are taking them down. We are doing well. Might as well start over there, because that'll be taken soon. Also, if you don't use your tactics, then they will just go over to the next battle. Just in case you thinking, I don't actually want to use that tactic now. I want to save it. It will save over. Like I may use stone wall in a minute. Because we're going straight for the enemy base. Nice, there we go. So now we're going straight over. So now is the perfect time to use stone wall. Because yeah, because basically now they can't really attack us. Haha. I shall reignite the flames of rebellion. I've come to assist. Oh my days, I think we just completely just wiped out the commander. We have just completely wiped out the commander. Okay, fair enough. Nice. There you go. It's a win from us. He's so close to getting elder, Kenshin. Oh no, we have a nemesis. I've come to reveal to you what is on my mind. To me, you are of course an enemy, but also a figure of great respect. You and I are like two legendary leaders vying for rule of the land. There are only one winner in the end. Nice. Sign of respect from both warriors. Nah, I don't really want you. So we're making some good ground now, to be fair. We're making some good ground. Anybody else on diplomacy who would do quite well? I'll put you two together. That sounds cool. I'll put you two together. Military. Fortified all. Mock bow. We do need a mock bow, to be fair. I think that's a good idea. Who are you? Fortified all. Fortified all. Doesn't matter. Okay, we'll go for exempt. What's exempt? Personal. Any personalers? You can do good for me. I like how all the people is personal or mutual, and that's really annoying. And strategy. There's a certain tactic. I want officer capture. Cry of valor. No. That's what I want. I want them to. But I might swap you for cry. I don't know what cry of valor is, so I want to know what that is. Look, we are like making dents in their forces. This is what we want. We want to make them scared. We want to put dents. We want to start putting dents in. That can give us a foothold into the enemy area. Appreciate your ideas and people. That's a good work. So you have your hopes on me, do you? In that case, I have to show you my invincible sword we can do in battle. Oh look, we got another retainer, Musashi. What's this? A leader's concern. Shang was served by an increasingly great number of retainers, while it helped make the clan stronger. It also caused problems. Takatori Tudo and Yoshihagi Otoni discussed ways to deal with the new influx of people in the clan. Retainers are not impressed by stipends alone. They must be treated with kindness as well. If a ruler is virtuous, then so will the retainers. Troops and people that serve him are all revolved around him. The two of them spoke at length for several hours. Nice. Ah, there he is. Oh, what? You still don't want to join me? Rude. Okay. I'll have to put these guys here. I like how my strategist is lower than everybody else. That makes me giggle a bit. I have some great forces, but I just can't really use them. This also makes me a bit sad. We have a Coney and Aya sitting in the back. We have Yoshisaki. We have Mitsu. We have Shingen. Where's Musashi? To be fair, I might swap them two round. I'll swap Musashi and Kashori down. There we go. So we shouldn't be attacked. Cool. Right, so I'm going to cut it off here. So thank you all so much, everybody, for liking, commenting, subscribing. I hope the audio thing has been sorted out now because it has been really bugging me because I'm trying to tell you all about the officers and everything like that, and you can't hear it, and it's making me a bit sad. So I do hope that's all sorted out. Yeah, so thank you all so much, and until next time, I shall talk to you all soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.